gentlemen, welcome to Castlecroft, and a warm welcome this evening to our visitors, Heanor Town, for this Midland Football League Premier Division fixture. This evening's team news, firstly for Heanor, number 1, Joe McCormack, number 2, Greg Marriott, 3, Ryan Seal, number 4, Jake Johnson, 5, the captain, Nick Hall, number 6, Ashley Lynch, number 7, Carl Demid, number 8, Gerard Moran, number 9, Matt Harris, 10, Chris Bentley, and number 11, Arash Abdallah.
Come on, make these passes! Get into him! Time, Carl, time! Go for it, Chris!
We're at AFC Wulfrunians, where Heanor have just got draw 1-0. Heanor's goal coming from Nick Hall in the second half. With me, I've got manager Glenn Clarence, assistant manager Steve Hamilton, first team coach John Shepherd, and player Ashley Lynch. Glenn, obviously we've played Wulfrunians twice in a week now. 2 draws. For me, 2 totally different games. Tonight was a little bit more open. We've had to put a much changed team out. You're proud of the boys tonight?
Yeah, massively, Tony. It took us probably 20 minutes to adapt and get the right shape and the right side out, which is probably our fault. Could have changed it a little bit earlier. They scored just before we changed it, and we were planning to change it. So, but yeah, as it says on Twitter, the average age at the squad for last half an hour is 21, and that's no disrespect. That's including Bettany. And there's 2 or 3 17-year-olds and a couple of 18-year-olds, and they've absolutely played above the years, and not only just done a job, a couple of them really stood out, especially Jack Warner. He's come on in the front 3, and I think he's megged the fullback 3 times in 10 minutes. So yes, we've drew, but we've got a lot of players missing tonight. 7 first team probably starters missing, and again it shows the future of the club, and a massive well done to Scott Rogers and Chris Seal bringing these kids through. But we ain't got to get carried away. But we're obviously worried tonight with people who are playing who are already leggy, young lads coming into a level they never played at, and yeah, that's the word, proud, massively proud. Not only are the kids, some standout performances from the senior pros, so to speak. Joe McCormack's been excellent, but yeah, we'll take a draw obviously on the road after the week we've had and the injuries we've got. But I'm usually one of them who comes away, if we haven't won, even on the road, I'm downbeat. I'm not downbeat tonight. I'm smiling. There were loads and loads of positives. So credit to all of them.
Excellent. Steve, I'll come to you next. There, we've had a bit of a run where we've lost the last 4 away from home. Tonight we've got the point. Glenn's touched on the positives. How happy you stood here tonight, knowing that we've come to a difficult place to be against the side that saw us play only a week ago. So they've not had to do the homework, and yeah, we've come away without defeat and a list of man of the match nominees out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with the overall performance, and as Glenn's alluded to, you know, some of the young lads that have come in have stepped up to the mark. You know, another lad, Jack Saxton, that's come in at centre off. You know, looked like he's played there for seasons. So overall, we've got to take a balanced view of where we're at. You know, we're playing against good sides week in, week out, and sooner or later, these lads have got to come into the side and see whether they're capable, or somebody else picks them off and says, "I'll tell you what, we'll give you an opportunity." So, absolutely thrilled for the lads. In particular, Jack Warner. You know, there was times in that second half that he put some tremendous balls in there, and really, you know, if we can get on the end of something like that, we could have come away with a win from here, which, just testament to all the young lads that have stepped up. they can be absolutely proud of themselves and prove tonight that they can play at this level. So it's looking good for the future.
And again. I don't mind paying a bit.
I think we all ought to, because it's £500.
Do you have to put up with it every match? Yep. He's chowing down in there.
Okay, Ash, I'll come to you. I know we've now got an audience. The gaffer and the management team spoke for the last few weeks about building for next season. What's it like knowing that we've got those players in reserve that can come in, slotting alongside you senior players and create attacking football that we've seen tonight? What's it like to see that?
Yeah, it's a difficult time of year with all the injuries. They're piling up on. We've got a lot of big players out. Jordan Simpson out tonight, quite a big miss. Heanor out. So it's nice to see the young lads come in and do a job. And it's a difficult time of year because the league's gone on it between Hereford and Alvechurch now. So we'll push on for next year. Hopefully make a real push for it. But some good youngsters, so it's positive.
Excellent. Cheers, mate. John, obviously we're moving on to Saturday. We've got one of the longest trips of the season to Westfield. I'm sure there's about 100 yards between them and Hereford.
You can see the ground from the air ground.
Excellent. Cheers for the quick Google Maps update there, John. We're going into a game again on Saturday with a whole list of injuries still. I'm not sure where we're at with all of those as we speak. But what are we looking forward to on Saturday going to Westfield?
Well, we look at tonight. I mean, it was a good night for the football club because you don't know about the kids unless you throw them out there and have a look at them. And you go 1-0 down. You go 1-0 down against a side at the time that was pushing us, pressing us. Deserved to be 1-0 up. Credit to these pair here. I know they had to think about it. They really changed the side. They really bigged it. I think we get on at half time. 1-0.
Go on, Ryan.
Great. I tell you what, it was fantastic.
Fantastic
By these guys mainly, and then the lads executed it, and the lads reacted in a positive way. And you saw the second half, and the kids. You know what? You go 1-0 down, and like these guys said, and Steve touched on it. It's not a forgiving league, this league, right? And you're away from home, and you could crumble. And the lads didn't. The centre half would come on, fantastic. Seeley grew again. The lad in the middle of the park. These are lads that have not hardly played at this level of football. I'm right in saying some are 16, 17, 18.
17, 18, yeah.
At the moment, a lot of kids at this age, in these circumstances, they're normally still playing Central Midlands League reserve team football, or they're thinking about or considering Step 7 football. These guys tonight have stepped into a team that's stopped at Step 5 with players that have played in the Evo stick, and the lads that are the experienced senior players have helped the youngsters, and the youngsters have bounced off it. Fantastic night for the football club. Brilliant. Well, and like I say, Glenn said it, well done to Scott, Rogers and Seeley and whoever helps them. Did a great job down there, weren't they?
Brilliant. Okay. Glenn, obviously, we've touched on injuries. I think tonight's game's not about who was unavailable. We've spoke loads about the lads that are here. Is there likely to be any of the injured players coming back Saturday? I know there's a few to talk about there.
Where are we? Ollie Naylor would have been called up tonight, but he's suspended, so he might be available Saturday. Pardon me, Keno will be available because he was missing due to work commitments. Banger should be available because he was missing due to sickness, not injury. God knows with Joe Naylor is he wants to come and give it a go, so hopefully we'll have a look at him. Simeon's probably going to be missing for 2 or 3 more weeks. We're probably going to lose a Rash tonight because he pulled up and got injured. Jordan Simpson's not far off, and Corey's probably a month off, so that's what we were about tonight. And we said that before the game. Different chat at half time, but we said before the game it's up to us to see if people can step up. And then the half time team talk was probably a different one, i.e. we think you've got the ability. Instead of just filling gaps, let's see if you can go and express yourself and show us what you've got. And they certainly did that. So what I'm saying is, if we have got injuries, we've got injuries, obviously that won't help, but we'll have no shame in starting people after tonight's performances, and credit to them.
Excellent. Thank you all for your time there. Just one final note for the 3 people that listen to this on a weekly basis. There is a coach leaving the ground at 11 o'clock on Saturday to go to Westfields. £12 a seat, sign up in the bar. Thanks for your time, gents.
Cheers, Tim.
Cheers, mate.
Mind you, the number 9 plays as though under pressure every game. He looks the part. Well, I know about
Thank you for your attendance here this evening.
I'm having him recording back on 45 minutes. Just 45 minutes. No slice. Can you get it on screen or not?